Hey guys, welcome to AKV and this is Vishnu. So in this illustration, Sandeep Limited is planning to expand the cotton apparel division by setting up 100 looms and installing adequate machinery. It's in Gujarat. It expects the total cost of the project, including cost of land, to be 3 crores, repaying at the end of the third year. The fixed interest rate would be 11% and floating it would be MIBOR plus 2.5%. Susmita Consumer Goods Limited (SDZL) is also an expansion mode. It also acquires 3 crore repayable at the end of the third year. Fixed interest rate 10%, floating interest rate MIBOR plus 1%. Sandeep anticipate a contraction in economy and therefore a reduction in interest rates, and therefore wants to opt for floating interest rate. SCDL is worried about rising inflation and wants to freeze its interest rate by an option choosing fixed interest rate option. Both these companies enter into a swap agreement. If interest payments are to be made half yearly based on interest prevailing at the beginning of the 6 months period, Mumbai Interbank offer rate, that is MIBOR, today is 10%, and the rate at the beginning of the next 5 half years would be 9%, 9.5, 11, 10 and 8%. Ascertain the cash flow, who has been the biggest beneficiary. So going ahead with the solution, I have made a table containing the information such as Sandeep Limited and Susmita Limited. So fixed rate for Sandeep Limited will be 11%, floating MIBOR plus 2%, but the preference would be floating rate. And for Susmita Limited, the fixed would be 10%, floating would be MIBOR plus 1%, and it prefers fixed rate. So the net difference would be -1 and 1.5. So the net difference would be 0.5%. So over here we can find that Sandeep Limited needs floating interest rate and Susmita needs fixed interest rate. So here we do have a swap agreement. So Sandeep Limited will take 11% on behalf of Susmita, and Susmita Limited will take MIBOR plus 1% and for Sandeep Limited, and they will share the interest rates. So here we have the MIBOR rate for next 5 years. It would be like 9, 9.5, 11, 10 and 8. So here I made a table for the cash flow of STZL Limited. So STZL perspective will be the MIBOR as explained in the illustration. It will be 10, 9, 9.5, 11, 10 and 8. So the over here the flexible rate will be MIBOR plus 1%. So it should be MIBOR would 10 and 10 plus 1 11, 9 plus 1 10, 9.5 plus 1 10.5, 11 plus 1 12, 10 plus 1 11 and 8 plus 1 would be 9. So when you take the interest rate, so Susmita has taken the loan on floating rate. So Susmita has to pay towards the bank on floating rate, which will be 11 into 3 crores into 6 by 12 half yearly basis. So 16 lakh 50,000 and 15 lakh and so on. So here SDZL's payment of fixed incentive. So SDZL, if there is no such swap agreement, then SDZL can borrow with a fixed rate of 10%. But in this situation, in swap agreement, STCL has to bear 1% extra. So the thing is that STCL will calculate the opportunity cost of 10%, and any amount more than 10% shall be bared by Sandeep Limited. Right, so I will write here STCL's payment on fixed interest, which will be 10% of 3 crore into 6 by 12 will give you 15 lakh for the entire thing. So now it will be like 16 lakh 50,000 minus STCL's payment on fixed installment. We will get the difference amount shall be paid by SDZL. Sorry, the amount of difference over here shall be paid by the other company, which is Sandeep Limited. So he the extra amount should be paid by Sandeep Limited. So as we discussed, summary of cash flow, total interest payable by SDZL is equal to 95.25 lakh over here, and then the own fund it would be 90 lakhs. That is net cash to SDZL. Now second one, inflow from Sandeep Limited will be 5.25 lakh. So the net cash flow would be 95.25 minus 5.25, which gives you 90 lakh as cash flow. Now cash flow for Sandeep Limited, it would be the amount payable to bank. So if, which will be 11%. So if here we, the 11% amount shall be paid by Sandeep Limited, because Sandeep Limited has taken on behalf of Suspita Limited 11% fixed rate, so which should be paid towards the bank by Sandeep Limited. So the 11% would be 6,50,000. Now net amount paid to Sandeep Limited. So net amount paid to Sandeep Limited, this amount will be taken from here. The difference amount shall be taken here, and the total amount will be 18. When we add the amount payable towards the bank and net amount paid to Sandeep Limited, these two amounts should be added to get the total amount. The total amount would be 1 crore 4,25,000. Now the amount saved on interest swaps. So if we are going ahead with this type of swap agreement, then how much will the Sandeep Limited or the both party ends? That is the 0.5% or 0.5 basic 500 basic points. Sorry, 15 basic points. So how it will be happening, I will explain to you. So over here we have installment MIBOR as we discussed 10, 9 and 0.5, 11, and MIBOR plus 2.5% shall be the interest over here, right? For Sandeep Limited it would be MIBOR plus 2.5%. So we need to take the percentage and it should be multiplied with 3 crore into 6 by 12. We will get the total interest payable by Sandeep Limited if they have opted floating rate without interest swaps. And then we have the amount of interest actually paid. So actually paid is the amount taken from the above table, which is this amount. This amount shall be taken over here, and when we deduct such amount, we will get the tax savings, and the total tax savings will be 4,50,000. So in alternative method, it will be like we have a savings of 0.5%. So 0.5% into 3 crore into 3 years will give you 0.45 crores. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you are clear with this example. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe. Thank you.